So our home
RP.
nation, what home nation did Riverhaven belong to?
Technically, they were a semi-sovereign like village inside of the Everwood. Like
Okay,
technically,
so
that's where they existed, but like,
yeah, so our nation was the Everwood, actually.
yeah,
Donation. Did I message my mom about the Everwood getting closer and closer to war with Emberhope
I don't
to
think
kind
you.
of warn her?
I
No,
mean,
I don't think you had.
Oh shit. Well, anyway.
so I'm gonna thank this.
God.
Thank you for your time. If you decide that you would like to take us up on our offer, you know where we're going, Edder's Peak. Um, I'm going to visit the what do you think I would know the Grove as? I probably heard of it. And
I
I probably have a couple like dozen names of it rattling around in my brain now, even though I've
I
never been there.
actually like. I think it is referred to as the Life Grove. You know, or oddly enough, the Life Grove or the Death Grove, because there's sort of a difference of viewpoint on like what people feel. Like mind scholars are conflicted on like one, not everyone's life ends in that grove, right? That is a path a life of a mind mage can take. And sort of losing your identity and becoming one part of the massive set of trees is not, you know, some people are like, well,
And
that's your true death because you've lost all identity and are no longer one thing. You are part of something different.
it's kind of a gnosis. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna go to the Grove.
Mhm.
Uh, I feel like I have some family lineage here, and I don't know. I feel like just part of kind of visiting here should be just kind of. I think it might be interesting or just kind of a bit of an experience to go there.
Oh, I'd agree. There's definitely everyone, especially those attuned to mind, should make a pilgrimage to the Grove. It's you know a way to ground oneself. I have taught all that I can to you, and I wish you the best in the journey that continues on. And if there is a moment that you need me, I may be there. But at the end of the day, I do not know if my powers will be able to help stop anything, and it might come to you to find it in yourself.
Right. So he knows that we can offer him better patronage elsewhere if he should desire it. So I'm gonna leave and walk towards the luminous wood in the distance.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to find what I want for music on this. Hmm, that's nice.
You know what? Before Liam joins uh Teddy on this, uh I don't really know how to put this in any sort of way, but is there possible you have any books on energy and its history that you aren't too shy about separating from?
I have been back for only a number of weeks, so I don't remember what my library contains. And then the old
You didn't
man.
make a mental version of your library?
Well, the old man is like, I know every book,
I
every
have dusted
page.
every
I can tell
single
you which books are in the
one.
library.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna follow him then.
Many forbidden tomes.
If this is gonna separate me from like what Teddy is doing, because it's gonna take a little time, we can just treat it as two different encounters.
Yeah, you could treat it as two different encounters. That's completely valid. Come with me to the library.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. That was for the being in the sky, but
I can hear your thoughts.
terrifying.
I'm
Show me the
close
way.
to God in that I am soon to die.
I am but one of his spirits.
Tomorrow my son shall take over for me.
You have okay.
He's 65.
He's just turning 19.
He's a ripe old 65.
I'm 194.
I've been doing a lot better than my last.
All right.
So, given that we heard about Teddy's adventure first, we will go to Teddy's adventure
Yes.
first.
Okay. So, what's the approach to the groves like?
So you're sort of, you know, the tower was at the edge of the city, but the grove is sort of like, you know, you went to like the northwest, and it's sort of the north. You know, you went to the northeast, and it's sort of the northwest. So you sort of have to go back towards the city and walk around the outskirts.
I'll kind of tap my feet against some pavers and just kind of scoot, kind of clicking them up under against my feet and kind of like glide across to kind of speed through the city.
Yeah. It's not that far of a journey. It maybe is a mile total. It takes you, especially with the gliding, like no more than 10 minutes. And the grove is extremely well kept. Like compared to even the forest that you remember back home, this grove has sort of you know, clearly people come in here and maintain. They cut weeds down, the grass. It's just these very, very similar trees that have a weird shape to them. Like they're not, you know, your standard tall oak. They bend and they move. They have a personality to them.
Can I
Yeah.
can I roll like a mind?
Yeah.
Not a magic, just like a
Just like a try to identify what kind of wood or is it like
I like pattern, like a shape recognition, or like do they look like synapses, or are they like that? Because that's where my mind went right away. Or are they like truly each one is an individual like shape?
Yeah, you can roll a mind for that.
Let's see. Would aware also apply on this?
Yeah.
Is this a mind aware? Okay.
So notice the pattern and interpret it. You know, if the pattern exists.
Okay. A 9.
So with a 9, take an insight token. You don't see a pattern in it. It doesn't seem like this above the trees above are doing anything that really like they all are unique. Like there's not a repeating nature to any of it. Like each tree is shaped in its own way.
love that my non-magic mind is my weakest stat.
Well, yeah, because just because you have the ability to control and understand the force of the mind doesn't mean that like you can solve the traveling salesman problem. um, you do notice that they don't. It's very rare to see like one of these trees on its own with like a wide amount around it. Like they pair up or are in groups of like 3 or 4. Um, and that's sort of all you can tell with a 9.
I'm
By the way, just to know where people are, because we've gone on a split, and Lag had left at the time. Where did Callum join Teddy on going to the Grove, or are you still with Liam looking for books, or did you have a third side quest that we will get to when it is your turn?
you're
We'll go
muted.
with Teddy.
Oh.
Okay, so you're also there. If you want to make a check on detecting any of the like sort of way that the Grove works or anything, feel free as well. But also Teddy, what's your, now that you're walking among these trees? Also, roll me just your magic mind right now.
Okay. Just flat mind or mind spirit trees.
Mind spirit trees works because this does imply apply.
I'll also go ahead and make my check.
Yeah, you would
magic
also.
mind plus non-magic mind, right?
I would say this is just magic mind. The check on the other one, what the first check, which was to like see the shape of it, is awareness mind, awareness non-magic mind.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll need to roll both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for him to make that check before I make
Yeah.
my next one.
And then
So that's the first check.
okay. So on that, I would say you notice the one step beyond what Teddy got, which is that it's not that this is a pattern, it's a mixer kind of. It's a party. The trees reflect sort of the shape of a group of people at a gathering, individuals talking in a corner, a group of 3 or 4 making conversation, some that are close enough to even appear as though they're dancing. Like the trees above, while still a tree and not a person shape, you can kind of, as you walk through, you have the same dynamic as if you were walking through a packed ballroom.
Interesting.
Alright, now magic mind and then magic mind spirit trees.
Yeah, just
Right. That did not roll well. You know what? I'll spend an energy to re-roll it. And you know what? Just because I want to have a moment here, and because I think it is a particularly funny dice situation to roll, I'll use a desperation die.
okay. And then let's get the same from Callum. So
I
we'll
don't have any energy to rebuild that.
we will deal with Callum first, and then we will go to Teddy. This place is heavy to walk through. You feel like your being is crushed against the sort of mental force of a surrounding, gathering of 1,000 to 2,000 mind mages, all well more adept than you, who's gained these powers recently. And it is sort of that suffocating feeling of just being just surrounded. It doesn't do you any harm, but it is just you cannot walk through this place without the inherent knowledge of the pressure they exude naturally.
It's loud.
Teddy, on the other hand, you've adapted to this. You notice the serenity of this forest in ways beyond, sort of just a nice forest, that this is inherently a resting place. Like, this is an end to life for some people. And yes, there is, well, fuck. We exited the Elvis Groves into Embark. We'll go back. People chose to do this and are here and aren't attempting to do anything actively. They're not assaulting on your mind to try to gain anything. It's just that's naturally the way that this flows, and it's how the structure you experienced on the boat was a hive mind that survives being cut out of the trees, right? They don't have to be connected to a living tree to maintain a connection to this place. And you feel that is the bond that's shared here. And you feel a sense of oneness with it that, you will at one point leave here. But there's part of you that understands what the draw of this place might be to some people.
Can I let myself in this moment be drawn to a section of this grove in which there is a part of it that is particularly resonant with me, in that I might have family in it?
Yeah. I would say that is possible. You're walking through, and even though you don't notice the mixer, you don't notice the party, through the mind connection, you're able to sort of navigate it, and you lead yourself to a section where not close relatives, your relatives had made it to Riverhaven, which meant that they were probably not from, they might not have even been from Solon originally. They might have been, mind people living in Everwood, and who knows where they came from before that. So this might be 2 or more generations back, but just a similarity. And it's not many of them, because again, not everyone ends up here.
And you have to be particularly powerful.
Yeah.
To an extent, yeah.
But you do sense a familiarity to some of, and it's not even the place in the trees. It's weird because it leads you to a place and it's there for a while, and then you feel it shift and you move to another part of the forest. Because at the end of the day, yes, they were at one point bounded to a tree, but they are more than that, and they are beyond that.
I'm going to close my eyes, and I know it's probably too much for me to touch them with my mind, but I am going to, while I have a moment of their presence, share with them. I'm gonna mind empathy, just kind of radiate the memory of my most recent meal at the table with my mother and my family, because even not really knowing of the culture here, I think I instinctually know that part of how you pay respects in this place is you share your memories and your pleasantness with them, and you include them in your life.
Yes. Give that a roll. I think there are many of the sub skills, whichever ones you think apply. The empathy, definitely the trees. You got 3 extra d6s to explode there. So that's 55 plus 2, 57. So yeah, you like, you think that you're not able to, come into contact with them, but inherently in reaching this out, you do. Like, you're pushing that memory in, and for some reason, your memory of that time changes. And you are at a table. It is still the food of your mother being made there, but it is shared with a table of not like, closest to you are these ancestors whose faces you've never seen, but you just know that they are. And down the table, 1,000 faces that are connected to you because at the end of the day, beyond even the bonds of family, the bonds of this place are one and the same. We are all people and we all share. And your mind is filled with not memories of last meals, because that wasn't the meal that you most recently had. It was the last most impactful meal. But you remember the meal that all of these spirits that are here most remember.
And I just radiate out gratitude and share with them my comfort.
And Callum, as you're having a near panic attack, you also are at it. Your mind is forcefully at 100 tables, just sharing meals throughout his. Somebody who just got promoted to like a head advisor of a king and having a massive feast, and somebody who's like eating with their sick father at the bedside next to the table as it's their last memory of them. And you're bombarded with this to the point that tragically it will take you at least a month before you remember a meal that you actually had. You're gonna have to process through all of that.
Yeah.
All right, and then we cut over to Liam, who's in the tower looking for books.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Again, remember that this man, extremely old, but nimble beyond comprehension. He is what you would think of as, like, in scary stories, he is the ghost or demon who he spider climbs on the walls for no reason. Like he's like
Oh.
he's like, Yes, right this way, up the stairs, and here into the library. And he opens it up, and it's this extreme, well lit room. Um. Where there are 500 bookshelves that tower like you've gone up a spiral staircase and you think that half of the height of this tower is the height of these bookshelves, and there's like ladders, and the ladders that like move and spin around the room and connect to different bookshelves. Any tome that you so wish could probably be found here. Is just if they are organized correctly, which I have been doing my due diligence, and my parents and my grandparents have been doing their due diligence to sort. He was not a well organized man.
Thank you for the due diligence. Thank you for the due diligence.
We've made it to C. It's organized up to C. There's a lot of fucking books here.
Well, thank you so
But
much.
I know vaguely from organizing up to C that I know where some of the other good stuff is. So you said you wanted an energy history book. You want something.
Well, the beginnings of energy, thankfully, were among them.
Among Us.
But the beginnings of energy is actually a trash book. You actually want.
I would like to imagine he specifies Among Us. I was there.
No, I was not there, of course, but my great grandfather was, and he was the first to take on this.
He was the first one to inhabit this body as he moves away.
No, he was the first to inhabit your body.
It would be really fun.
He just climbs up a ladder that is like not even, it's like half diagonal for some reason. Like it's not properly up and down. And he like grabs a tome and he drops it next to you, and it thuds into the ground with a force that makes it you think it would have possibly killed you had it landed on you.
Thank you.
Now that book tells you about not only the history of the lands of energy, but of all of the different lands of this world. How they came to be in the fall of the beasts.
I see.
How they were before the fall of the beasts. The complexity of relations. Is there anything else you want to know about? I have a mini forbidden tome here. It's your only shot.
Is your master okay with you sharing this?
He doesn't know what's up here. He just said so. So like, you could probably take him and be fine.
Well, it's his, it's his house. I don't mean to like.
I don't know if these were all here when he was last here. I think my family has been maintaining the mini tomes herein in the library.
I see.
Like, bring them back at some point. Like,
what?
It's a library.
Oh, sorry. I thought that you were talking about your never mind.
No, they can't return. If they ever did, it would be very bad.
I would imagine. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm going to also ask for. Okay, so you said that the general history of all nations was in this one book.
Yes. It is the size of your chest and probably as deep. Like
Okay.
Like it is a massive tome. Like it'll take you a good time to get into it and actually get anything out of it.
You know what, sir? Do you happen to? I know this is a crazy question to ask of a librarian of this personal stature, but do you have any books about family trees of specifically Everwood and Emberhope? I don't want to assume that you once again just have a massive book of every line that of family that has ever existed.
Well, I don't have a line, but I do not have the genealogy of the entire universe. That is true. But I do have 2 books that do contain the genealogy of the 2 nations that you have asked about, as best
Okay.
kept by the genealogist of the time. Meaning that they do skip over many lines and many people are not contained there within. But anyone of import,
Are they updating as of right now, or how far back?
they are
Or how-
they're probably 50 years out of date.
So 50 years from me right now.
Yes, from you, yes.
Like as an example, obviously.
Yes, it would probably contain your grandparents if they were to exist in either book.
Oh, I guess it's only grandparents. Yeah, I was good. I guess 50 years is way less than I mentally thought to myself. But that's
You're
fair.
like 19 or 20
I
or
know,
18. I'm
sorry,
looking at you right
sorry,
now.
I'm-
Like,
All
you
this
do that
knowledge
3
is really-
times and you're going to get to 50. Like, it's not that hard, man.
when you write, you're right, and I can't say you're wrong. But thank you. I would love to have those 2 books.
Okay. And he's
And
holding
I will step to the side.
these
to
2.
let
He's
him throw
no, he
them
walks them down.
Okay.
These genealogy books aren't as well maintained. Like, they're a little more
Right.
fragile.
Right. Okay, so this book of a history of all the nations, is it like, okay, is it so big that if I wanted to carry it, it would literally hinder my entire like mobility and stuff?
If this was on you all the time, yes. Like, this is something that goes
Like
in
if
a
I
cart.
wanted to potentially
or-
ask to keep this and then carry it around, it would completely fuck me.
No,
to
like,
carry it
you're
around.
gonna you wouldn't it wouldn't be in your backpack. It would be in the cart. Yes.
Okay, that is fair. Like when we're talking about the carts and stuff, I'm just thinking about if I had happened to.
It's
carrying
gonna
it
suck
around.
to get it to the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am currently wearing weapons and stuff too. It's great. Anything else?
This is how you've decided to train your mind skill by making 14 different non-magic mind rolls on going through an old encyclopedic like, oh
This is like Tolkien's secret world building book. Like, it has all of the stuff in Middle Earth that no one fucking cares about.
yeah, you're
And
gonna
then
teach
you're
And
gonna be like,
this
yourself
is the grand wizards that taught Gandalf how to be.
and all of it is old.
Yeah.
All, all,
1907.
It starts with the predation of all of the nations that exist in this world right now.
I'm going to save this big book for later, as it is very heavy, both literally and
literarily and literally.
Yes, literarily. That's the joke I'm going for. Literally and literarily. I actually ask, my good sir, could you do me a favor? And okay, so did you take the carts with you, or the cart with you?
No, we walked. I
Okay.
floated and he walked, which in retrospect is kind of a dick move, but I didn't know he was coming with me. So I would have
Callum crashing the hardest headache, following you just to get mind blasted. My good sir, can you do me a favor and take this giant book and put it in our put it in our cart, but also again, I know that like this is sort of like a weird sharing the library thing, but I would love to also have the permission of the owner of this house.
All right, you
to
can go ask
bring
him.
this
I
one with
don't.
me.
I'll bring it down, and you go ask him if he needs it. I'll move it out of the cart.
In retrospect, I should
Are
regret
you-
teleporting back.
Also here,
Are
and
you?
he hands you a book that
Yeah.
is the smallest of the books that he's handed you, and it is completely unlabeled on any side. It's like, you're going to need this.
Okay, and I'm going to use my thumb and pointy finger to just open it.
Yeah, he like he as you move to do that, he's like, not now.
Oh, I see. I will. How small are we talking? Like, is it
Like
small?
sort
Small?
of, like a sort of classic diary style, like like
Okay,
sort of
okay.
handheld, like a classic book today might be in that size.
I was thinking way smaller.
It's one of those flip books that's like an inch by an inch.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, and I'm gonna put those three books. Like, I'm going to put them in my bag because I'm carrying them, but I'm
Yeah.
going to take them out again later.
Yeah, and he grabs the large tome and just with a speed that doesn't
Books
make
it out.
sense. Like you would have
Looney
trouble
Tunes.
you would have trouble walking with that book, and he
Yeah.
has the same speed as if he was unencumbered, which should be slow because again, he is so old. But he is fast as hell.
Freaks me the fuck out.
I heard that.
So are you gonna walk down and ask the
While he's doing that, I'm going to take a peek in at literally one of the random corners, and just see what the section of books is saying in that corner. So let's say bottom left.
okay, bottom left. I don't know. It's a circular room, so that's sort of,
I know,
it's
but I'm just giving you a direction of where I'm going.
yeah, the bottom left of a circular room. I got you.
Like from the door, obviously.
He's saying pick a random book.
Yeah, I know. Roll awareness plus whatever you feel applies to your vision here.
Okay. Finally, a roll. A critical roll for knowledge. Okay. I'm going to do that. Going to do that. Oh, hell yeah. Now all the skills are coming in.
It's gonna
Can
really help.
Can I count maneuvering agility as I'm maneuvering the shells?
Yeah, just because nothing here matters. Yeah, sure.
Hey, man.
You've been given 4 books, but you're just looking for one more.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to explode one of the D6s,
All right.
which is the first one, which would be... Oh, well, there's soft skills, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. They're not going to do that, or are you going to do that? Okay, 20. So with a 20, you sort of, you start at the bottom left, and then you're maneuvering around. You're like riding the wheeling shelves, sort of, looking. You pass by like a romance novel for every situation that could ever occur, right?
Holy shit.
Several involving mythical creatures and humans, mythical creatures and other mythical creatures.
Oh, I thought it was one book that was every scenario
No,
ever in romance.
you're like scrolling through. There's an extreme amount of romance novels, and then several science books that just don't make sense to you because you haven't studied the base levels that get you to what they're talking about. Like they're just the titles alone are
E
like
equals times squared. What does that mean?
And you land near a book that says rare the rarities of this world and what they are used for.
So because I don't have time to look into what that means specifically, I am going to grab the book and put it in my bag. And then I'm going to make my way over to the owner,
As
whose name
you
is escaping me.
as you get back, as you turn around from the bookshelf, that man has returned. Is like, ah, so you're now going to steal from my bookshelves, are you? Wasn't good enough for me to go get them for you. Had to find your book yourself.
I wasn't stealing. I
Good
was
on you.
looking.
Taking initiative. Don't be handed
was
everything in this world.
Sir,
Was I handed this job?
looking.
No. I had to kill my father for it.
Okay. I'm going to ask the owner now, and thank you for your diligent work. You're very scary. And I like that. You're doing a good job. Oh god, what was the name of my pet fly? What was it called again? The
What,
creature
man?
on my shoulder? I forget what
Richie?
the Oh yeah, Richie, but what kind of animal
He's a bush
was the
baby.
bush baby.
He's a
Say
plant.
thank
He's
you,
a plant
Richie.
squirrel.
Say thank you.
He's a glow squirrel.
The man sees that you've brought a bush baby in. He goes, "Oh no, I'm incredibly allergic," and he literally turns to
Oh.
dust and dies.
Wait, what? Oh!
You've committed another murder.
Oh, I'm going to run down to the owner.
Sweep him up and hydrate him. He'll be fine.
Put him in a pot.
Dude, it's fine. He told you his son was going to take over for him tomorrow. This is not a big deal.
Tomorrow! If my mom died today after she announced she's going to die tomorrow, I'm not going to be any less surprised when she dies today.
Well, you saved him effort because clearly he's just told you that this job he had to kill his dad for.
I am
This
not
is
his
the
son.
most. I know we inherently live in a magical world, but this implies a level of allergy that is terrifying.
It was on site. It was on site allergy. That is crazy.
The question is if you believe anything that man has ever said.
I'm going down right now to the fucking owner because I need to I'm just like, oh, he turned into glitter, smoke, dust.
Oh,
He
my
exploded after I
construct.
showed him Richie.
My construct family faded. Thank you. All right. Anyway,
I told you he was here when I got here and terrifies me, a man who fought a god. Like I'm.
I didn't know he was so deathly allergic to.
You had that creature here the whole time. If he was
I
truly
did.
deathly allergic to
I
it,
did.
wouldn't it have killed him before?
I guess, but I don't know.
I just sort of let it happen and let him do whatever. If he's
Has
truly
this happened
gone,
before? Has he just he just imploded
No.
before?
why do you think this would be a regular situation for me?
Well, because you're acting pretty okay about this situation just because you fought a god, I guess.
I see this as a huge win for me, as I don't have to get rid of him now.
You were gonna kill him?
I was going to fire him, maybe, if he kept being weird.
if
Out of
I
a
could,
cannon?
If he would let me.
if the battle might have been intense, frankly, I don't know if I was capable of it.
I don't know what kind of magic he had. Do you
Maybe
have
that-
like any idea?
I muscle? Body magic?
Maybe.
He's like very strong, but that's about it. Unless he also has The power of glitter.
I think he might not. I don't know if he's a real person.
I suppose if we work together, we could send him to the middle of the ocean, but he'd probably survive.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know if you saw it, but he rolled. He he rolled out a massive book that is basically the history of all the nations over an extended period of time since I guess the dawn of time, according to that Dusk Man. And I also have these. What was it? 4 in total in my bag. Or free? Was it free? I think it was free.
You
No,
should
it was
have.
4
You
because
should
he
have.
gave me the he
You
gave
should
me
have
the
4
diary.
because he gave you the diary-shaped book that's unmarked and he didn't let you open. The
Right.
2 genealogy books, and then you
I'm-
found the thing about rare materials and how to use them.
I'm going to keep the diary in my bag then, and I'm going to say these 3 books that I am also interested in, and I wanted to ask for your permission as the owner, irregardless of whether he has apparently also
course.
stocked up on your library with his own family lineage of whatever it is.
This is acceptable to me.
Okay, I will give him a very fast but semi-firm handshake and bow and very slightly, and then run out very like cartoonishly.
So as you run out the front door of the tower, you see a man who looks about your age. And he has like sort of jet black hair in sort of like the emo swoop over one eye. He's wearing like rather trendy clothes for the time. And he says, "Hey man, I'm supposed to get like a job here."
Oh, talk to that guy, and I'll point at the wizard.
Okay, so you're gonna let me in? And he like crosses the threshold.
I did not say that before he does.
No, I'm just glad
Honestly,
that
the fact that you
you're letting me
specified-
in.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Are you gonna close the door on him?
I'm going to see if he walks in, despite the fact that I'm refusing to like accept him into the household.
He does not. He's like, "Hey man, what I'm supposed to get a job here."
Okay, man. I mean, listen. I just thought that was a strange way of putting it.
You told me to go
Wizard!
talk. You told me to go talk to
Wizard!
that guy.
Hello. Can you come here, please?
What the hell? I haven't had to do this. One benefit of having that guy was he would answer the door for things. What is it?
Do you know him? Is he here for a job you have asked about?
Now I want you to answer that for me. Do you think I was looking for someone else to be? I already had the one.
Right, but I mean, you were looking to fire him.
Maybe someday.
Okay,
It
but
wasn't, like,
firing someone
soon.
implies that you probably need a replacement.
I was thinking I was just gonna live my life in my tower, but you know.
Okay, well that just means that we neither of us know this guy, and he, which means the other guy might.
No,
know
my
him.
dad worked here, man. Like he said, I was gonna get a job. He was gonna like get. He had an in for
Oh.
me.
Huh? Yeah. All right.
Something about like continuing the family business. I want to do music, but like I need some money.
Right. What is this tower made out of again?
Like it's a fine marbleish stone.
How much wood is in this place?
Not a lot. It is a stone tower.
Is there any pillars or stuff inside of the tower holding
There's,
like the
there's
foundations
some
together?
pillars. The large set of bookshelves. Those were all wood.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting very bad immediate vibes, and I don't.
What
want
could
to
ever
leave
be
this.
bad about this man?
That's how they get you, man. Have you not seen what's that one show?
He's-
We Who Lurk in the Shadows or whatever.
Yeah, he does have the vampire cannot enter unless being offered.
That's what everyone, dude. That is immediately where I'm like, hey, I watched the movie.
He is
Sinners,
standing
boy.
in the
Back
sunlight,
fuck up.
though.
I know, but like they can do that, surely. He's a higher vampire, you know.
A daywalker.
No, but uh, you know what? This is your home. This is your conversation, and I'm just going to walk past him and say, "Have a nice day."
All right, so you just leave that to resolve as it does.
Yep.
So we're back to Callum and Teddy near the trees.
Yep.
Who panicking in the middle of that room?
So I see him panicking. And I feel bad about it. I'm not exactly sure what I can do about it, but I feel bad. Um Let me see. All right. No, that's probably those first several impulses are probably too much. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to establish a mental link with him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tap him until he like focuses in on me. So just like kind of tap his shoulder. It's like, hey, Callum, buddy.
I
Come on.
see you.
Okay, here, just hold my hand. Breathe. And I'm just gonna. Do I even need to roll for this anymore?
No.
Okay. So with telepathy,
But I
and
would say that connecting the mental link, if you are going to even like to try to get rid of the panic from him, you are taking on essentially half of the feeling that he has. Of like, it will become like you will have all of the nice things that you feel, but also half of an overwhelming pressure of the surrounding area.
all right, and then I want to. Once I've done that, I want to then, because that would immediately kind of help him a little bit. I want to then make a little bit of a bubble around us mentally.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take my mind, and because I've practiced at making defense for my mind already with my dream, the shield, my dream space. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of take a deep breath, and I'm gonna say, thank you. We have had, but dinner has been served. This is enough. And I'm going to exhale and push down.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a roll to like kind of buzz out my mental influence and kind of push past Callum and myself. So this is a mental mind,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully I get bonuses because they like me. All right. Can I apply? Do you think? Would empath apply?
Empath, I don't think would, because you are not like this is to block while empath is to understand. You know?
Okay. Would deep focus apply?
Yeah. Sort of
Okay.
centering yourself.
Okay. $16.
Yeah. You make a bubble. And when that goes away, Callum, you instantly, as the bubble comes around, you feel like the disconnection of yourself from that force. And I want you to make another magic mind roll for me.
E?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, grats.
Hey.
Reroll the 12 for me.
Hey.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
You can roll a d20 if you want now.
Yeah, well, it exploded, so yeah. Yeah, so in disconnecting from that, you've like it was overwhelming at the time, but your mind has sort of absorbed part of that feeling. And it, you know, as the overwhelming nature of it subsides, you're able to connect to it and sort of feel like as it slips away, you are in for just the slightest moment what Teddy was feeling of understanding what the draw of this place is. You just weren't ready when you got here.
You got to bathe in the psychic energy as I kind of mellowed it out for a little bit.
All right.
This place is a lot, huh? I say as I
Yeah.
kind of smile at you, my arms outstretched. There's just one last thing I'd like to do before we leave. If that's okay. If you think you can handle it here.
Yes, I think hold together for another few minutes.
Okay. I'm going to kneel down at the roots of one of these trees. And I'm going to take out the kind of core of the golem, which was made, which without the heavy rocks around it is like a bunch of loose rock and like flowing. It's almost like an anemone in that it's like kind of flowing crystalline structures a little bit. And I'm gonna kind of press my palm into the down by the roots, and I'm gonna kind of feel around for like a bud or an offshoot if I can find one. And I want to see if I can kind of coax something to take within the nexus with my golem. I want to see if I can get it to like split off a little bit, because I know I don't know the process when they do timber cuttings, but I know that the wood itself doesn't mind leaving the ground.
Yeah, you can find a little piece to grab.
Okay. So is this Spirit Tree's golem then?
Yeah.
Okay. So, stone exploded. I'll spend 4 to explode the stone again. Uh, how you know what? Fuck it. I like hurting myself. There we go. I'll keep it at that.
Yeah, you find a small bud, like a bit or a sapling, sort of, an early, definitely not one that has been a, person fused before, but like in being part of the grove, contains all of the same, eventuality.
Yeah.
And you can even transplant it onto the golem itself if you want
Yes.
with that action.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So you've invented Torterra from Pokemon.
Or at least the core of something that can become like that.
It's a regional one that's rock and psychic. And with that, I think you leave the grove and slowly meet up eventually with Liam, who I think is still probably a little shaken by the things that he has seen.
Yeah. I'll tuck the golem kind of into my my coat as like I imagine it as like because it is like it's not a super active thing, but it's not dead. I it I imagine it looks like a like a like a Gila monster, but with like huge like little glowing like bioluminescent almost like kind of fluttering fingers of this tree, kind of like an anemone, kind of
Yeah.
on its back now. And I like tuck it into my shirt. I have no idea what I just did.
You say that as you bump into Liam. What did Liam say?
Liam is actively staring at his mother's necklace right now
He's like,
and just
I don't know what
kind
I
of
just
having
did.
a moment. And the shoulder shake kind of just like takes him out of it. It's like, oh, hi. How did your adventure go?
Um,
He's also holding like the free books that he could carry.
I think it went well.
What happened to the fourth book?
It's the massive fuck off book. So
You
it's
had 5
on
books.
I had 5 because I wrote down Book of History of Nations, Book of Plant, Book of Energy, and then old diary.
What about the one that you found yourself?
Oh, what was it called again?
This is about rare materials and how to use them.
Rare, rare materials and how to use them. Yes, thank you. What were you saying?
You know, we probably should have expected it to be thick. Would you say thick is the right word? I say looking to Callum. Heavy? It was a lot. It was like you were. There was a lot, but it was good. It ended good.
It was dense.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm glad we went.
Well, I'm happy for you.
You might have enjoyed it, just
I
without any downsides.
I wish to go there sometime, but I don't think
And we go right back in.
nor can I handle it right now, nor do I wish to. But if we ever find ourselves in Solon again, I might take a walk of my own and see what can come out of it. But in other news, I have some books with me that you know what? We don't need to know the details of this. Not right now. I need an inn. We need an inn. I think we need some rest.
Okay. And we're not staying in the tower?
I feel like the hospitality has taken its course, and the wizard wished to probably be alone right now. Yeah.
You guys could clearly tell something happened, and he's not telling you what.
I mean, I feel like that's an honest vibe check from Liam, because I feel like that with the way the conversation was going and like how things were going, I don't think the wizard necessarily, like, if he had to choose, I don't think he would like want to entertain more guests. He just wants to relax more and like kind of just get to enjoy his freedom, you know. So I wasn't lying.
I'm pretty sure that he would have offered you a room, though. Like you,
No,
you,
sure. But
you
it's one of
all
those things where, like,
specifically.
if he had to make a selfish thought to himself, then I feel like he would still be like, well, I kind of wish I didn't have to entertain guests right now. That's the vibe I got.
Also, just so you
Yeah.
know, you guys want this to be on the higher side. All right.
Huh.
It
The
technically
tower
was.
explodes. And an emo-looking bat flies out of the dust.
Nah, you guys go to the inn after the tower explodes, and an emo walks up and says, "Hey man, I want a job. I was told I could get a job here."
I do not wish to grant you entry to my life. Leave.
But I was told I could get a job.
Well, I'm not the one who told you, nor am I the one who asked.
You were, though.
No.
It was in the prophecy you told.
No.
Then as soon as he walks in, the dust overtakes him like a swarm of ants in the guy's back.
But he's young and hot now.
Ah, shit.
My weakness.
No.
Yeah, so if you want to find an inn, you can find an inn.
Yeah, please.
How much gold do y'all have left?
Oh, I have 2,000.
Okay.
I'm going to rob you because of that. Thanks for the info, bucko.
You check your pockets. You have 1,900 gold
I have a note
and an
that says,
IOU.
Thanks, XX.
And an IOU with an emo swoop on it.
Yeah. Emo swoop.
He specifically handmade paper that has
Your
an
money
emo
will find
salute.
other enjoyments forevermore.
Yeah. So I would say that you guys rest up, and then sort of have a decision to make, because you were planning to get on another ship, which should leave in about 2 days, and then take you, a couple weeks to get up to Stoneport. But you have another option.
Nah, we're going to Stoneport.
We could just teleport to Edder's Peak.
No, we literally
You can.
we can.
Yes.
Okay.
It is more draining to teleport to a location you have never been, but it is possible as long as you have, there's ways that you can make it easier on yourself.
I thought that's okay. If that's possible at a D4, having just learned the skill.
Yes,
That's
it will.
insane.
The issue, the thing is, it's whether or not Callum wants to drain, essentially his whole energy bar and some unknown amount of wounds.
Jesus. This is why we're resting.
It's up to you guys what you want to plan.
So, Caleb, how comfortable do you feel about the idea of utilizing this new magic you have learned to get us to Edder's Peak?
I think I'd like to try some shorter distances before jumping that far.
Where would you like to try then? Because where we're from, we would probably just have to take the boat to make the most out of our distance. Like, we could get on a boat and then halfway through we could just teleport off the boat to save some time.
I will tell you, based on my own estimations of it, it's not that big of a difference between the first teleportation you ever did. Because if you look at it, your first teleportation was Solon to Riverhaven.
Yes.
And so,
It's also easier to go a place you've been.
yes. And that did take your full energy bar. I can see where you're coming from.
Let's see if we can go to this island here as practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll a teleport.
Alright, let me check my notes again for what the dice was. 1d6.
Is it something that you roll other skills with, or is it just a mental skill? Or-
It's its own magic skill
It's
as
its
I
own
understand
magic.
it.
Yeah.
I will
Hey,
spend
Eric.
my 1 insight token.
Yay!
Explosion.
I recommend using a fucking desperation die, maybe. I don't know. Or not. We don't know how hard this is.
For practice?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, let's go with this.
If we die from teleporting to the island, that would have been catastrophical if we tried Edder's
So
Peak.
did you go on your own, or did you bring people with you?
I'm trying to bring everyone with me.
Okay. So you all appear in a
I'm
new
gonna brace
place.
myself, by the way.
I'm gonna hold on to Richie.
Everyone, I guess I'll do this, and this is basically in order. So this one's Teddy, this one's Callum, this one is Liam.
We've
hoping
established
that-
high is good, so that's
yeah, I'm praying.
Yeah. So,
is very bad.
Teddy, you appear in the ocean.
all right. I'm glad I braced myself.
Callum, you are also in the ocean, but not near Teddy. Both of you can see the island, though.
Oh, so they're at the surface.
Yeah, you're surface of the ocean. And you know what? This music.
I would argue you should probably roll something for me again. Because sub 10 on a D100, I might not be at the surface.
Okay, actually, you know, I think you are right. You are.
Drowning. To die.
So,
Right now.
would you rather guaranteed pain or risk
Boulder rolls over you and you-
guaranteed painful or risk of death?
I'm up for a coin flip.
Okay, so 1d2. One is painful to, or I guess one is possible death, but possible low risk, and the other one is guaranteed pain. So if it's
All right.
Holy shit. Death or pain?
guaranteed pain,
Okay.
but you'll survive. So you are,
I did say I'm preparing to brace. I'm bracing.
yeah, you are bracing yourself, and that was a good decision because you are 30 feet in the air over the island.
Okay. So I now would like to roll what I'm bracing myself with.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. So I would now like to roll muscle tough or body tough, please.
Okay.
So, am I on the island? by
Oh
the
yeah,
way?
you are standing right in front of a sort of cave entrance.
Oh. I'm gonna look around. Like, how big is the island? Is it big enough that I can see the ocean? Like, I can see in like far enough.
The
into
ocean, you know, if you're like, you can smell the ocean breeze, but you can't really see it because there are some like trees and stuff around.
Oh, okay. And if I
Um,
look up, there's like a bunch of trees blocking my view and stuff.
Oh wait, I rolled the D4 already.
I'm going to run towards the breeze, basically.
All right. I got a. It's a shame. Can I just keep the 4 from earlier?
You can keep the 4. I'll let you do that.
All right.
This is such a wild thing to ask, but is there a way for me to roll being able to make it to the beach before Teddy lands?
That would be very hard.
I know, I'm asking a very, very hard ass question
Sure.
here.
Sure, man. What role do
So
you think gets you
correctly,
to the
Gideon.
beach?
Okay, if I'm in a semi-jungle, agility might be the choice here.
Yeah, and you need to get it before he falls 30 feet.
Which
Are you
I know that
Barry
before.
Allen, the fastest man alive?
I am a plant man.
10 meters. Does that make it better for you?
Oh my god, that is nothing.
Have you fallen 10 meters?
No, as in that is that is
Yeah.
very fast. Is what
Yeah.
I mean.
Like it's not. He's not like a mile up. Otherwise, he was dead.
Do I have line of sight on Teddy?
No, because you're sort of fighting the waves. You should be more worried about yourself. You're in the ocean.
Oh yeah.
You. Oh, by the way, half your energy bar burned on that short distance travel.
Wow.
You've never been there before, though. You've sort of seen it from the distance, but you've never been there.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I'm
so I'm-
glad I did this with an island. I think we would have clipped into the ground.
Yeah. So I'm running towards the beach as best as I can, trying to navigate to find the closest beach.
I'm gonna like just like clench up tight and like bite my fingers and like just all I know how to do right now is just like swell my muscles
Mm-hmm.
and like harden up. And so I just do that, and so how am I
In
on
bracing,
Yeah.
you managed to take it. I was going to give you like one of both a moderate and a minor wound. You just get 2 minor wounds.
All right, cool.
You don't break anything, which would have happened.
I break a lot of trees.
Yeah. Now, Callum, if you want to do like sort of an endurance, sort of whatever body plus, strength or, whatever you feel is best to get you to the island on swimming. You could go with
All right.
muscle, you could
Agility.
tough, it could be agility. I could see any of those sort of, depending on the angle you take on it.
If we know how to swim, which I was like, does my character know how to swim?
I'm going to go with agility, and on top of that, I'm going to try to create air pockets in my skin with body to make myself more buoyant.
Okay.
I'm gonna level with you. I don't know if I would call Teddy a good swimmer.
I assumed you wouldn't be a good swimmer, but I assumed you could maybe swim a little bit.
I would have rolled my agility, which is my second worst stat.
By choice?
Yeah.
Like
Actually, no. We've proven that my character is good at swimming. Never mind. I do remember that now.
I don't, but it's probably
No,
out there.
because I tied myself by a rope.
Oh
and we
yeah,
swam behind the boat.
I do remember that now. You did do swimming. You did swimming. Yeah, you eventually make it to the island. You're drenched, you're just entirely soaked through. And at that
Two
point,
forest mages confront you at the thing. One of them you
tells only
recognize
lies.
as Liam. The other is in fact Teddy with a branch impaled through his sternum. It worked! No one is ever gonna believe that we can teleport. That was fantastic.
I think if we
So-
went to Edge's Peak, though, it would have killed us.
Maybe.
Well, I would have hoped
don't
you wouldn't
know.
have left it at a 9. Maybe the desperation dice gets rolled on the Edder's Peak one, when you get there.
Yeah.
That's when we roll out the desperation double dice, which is the D100.
the secret D100 that you have to ask me without knowing it exists.
It's hidden behind the appearance.
But also, this is an entirely new magic type. I'm not very good at this yet.
Yeah.
Teddy's just like, yeah, that was awesome.
Also,
I'm high on
Forrest,
adrenaline.
you can roll to see how quickly you make it to the beach.
Oh,
Just to give you a fair roll. Everyone else got to roll, Just because you
Sure.
didn't get almost killed by the teleportation magic doesn't mean you don't deserve a little something.
Yeah, you might get
A little
lost.
something,
You might
something.
get there last. Roll aware. Let's see how quickly you.
You
get
ended
there.
up back at Riverhaven. You're not sure how.
You're at 7 inns.
Which is an incredible reference that is tragically lost to time as every episode of Seven Inns die.
Damn. All right.
He gets so lost he meets this green-haired pirate that has 3 swords.
Yeah. And he tells him where to go, and it actually gets him there.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Be okay, laddie.
That's the canon voice for that character. Yeah, you make it there very quickly, but not before Teddy hits the ground.
Everybody's gonna hear a big.
You hear, like
You hear like branches snapping and yeah, exactly.
All right. So, just to be clear, when you were joking about Teddy being impaled, did I miss?
Oh
that
no,
he got impaled?
I am bleeding. I like
he's
I
Oh.
do have
he's bleeding, but not like he doesn't have a stick through his
Yeah.
chest entirely.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
I
try
would
to
say
heal
like
that.
I would say like I have like splinters.
Going to.
Where'd I put this?
I'll let Caleb do the actual healing, but I'll try to help with the splinters.
And that's a pretty bad roll for me.
Oh, say less.
You should
Yeah.
be ashamed of you.
Bad
Thank you.
roll. Me.
You do spend 2 energy, and he is fully healed.
Okay.
Okay. Now I do not wish to, make a general statement here, but at least one of us succeeded in getting to the island. Although I gotta ask, did you
No,
specifically?
I credit where it's due. I got to the island. I take this as an absolute
My
victory.
gravity's help. Yes.
If I had been tougher, or if I had set up a shield, it could have been perfectly fine.
Right.
Now let's get back home. Do you think you can do that again, or do you need me to do it? Or not? Obviously, I can't teleport us.
Okay, how far is
think-
it to the mainland from where we are right now?
I think from how he described it, this teleporting back should be safer.
Yeah, like especially if you pick a location that you've like that you know well enough. Like it's teleport right outside the tower, real easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Teleport to the city, less easy,
Okay.
because that ambiguity leads to like you were like, hey, I want to teleport to that island, and that's why like some of you ended up here, some of you ended up elsewhere.
By the way, I found an opening to a cave, which I assume.
I'm gonna try to reroll that.
Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
As for being teleported, I'm just pointing back to the
You're
forest.
like, hey guys, I
by the
found a
way, I found
cave.
this cave.
I found a cave, and you are all at
I immediately tuck into a ball.
you're
I'm
all
like, you did a great job, and then I'm like, "Ah."
you're all standing right outside the wizard's tower, where you see, even though it has been a day, a emo-haired boy and the wizard are still discussing.
Does the actual teleporting cost me another energy?
Yeah, that one would. So how many energy do you normally have? Is it 7?
7.
Okay, so if you got half of that, this took 2 energy, and if you didn't have 2 energy, it takes 1 minor wound. Same as normal.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to take the minor wound because I rerolled that.
Yeah. Or because you killed Teddy because you're too nice to him.
And normally I hurt,
I'm going to listen in on
and I
that
guess in a way I
conversation.
did.
We all end up safe this time, right?
You're gonna listen to the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, we're safe this
He's
time.
like, hey man, you gotta understand. Like, I was told by my dad that I could get a job here, and I need to get a job, and it's just apparently runs in the family. I need to be able, like, I'll clean, I'll fetch things for you. It's like all the kinds of things a butler does, like that's what I'm. And the other guy just entirely defeated is like, you know what I would like. Can you promise me you're not like an evil beast made to torment me and my line forever? Like, can you swear that? Because I don't know that that's true of your father. I don't know if
It's
he's
like, do you
truly
even have
gone.
time? Like, I mean, not to be crude about it, but like we served here this entire time, and you didn't even have next of kin. Like, um,
Did and and he's like,
no, not
hey
not
man,
not here.
hey
I
man, I
was
can't,
me. It
I
was
can't,
me.
Fucking Teddy just butts in.
I can't, I
No, that
can't.
wasn't. That was out of
Yeah,
character.
I
That was
know.
I
me talking
know,
as
but it
the.
would be so funny. Teddy just
It is. You're entirely right. But he's like, I can't promise you that, man. Like, we might. I don't know what I am. I was just born into this world, you know. and and the man so defeated goes, you know what? Fine. And the emo hair boy walks into the tower, followed by just the most drained and dejected of the wizard guy.
I hope he doesn't become more drained. Of blood.
And Liam, you realize that the prophecy is now entirely fulfilled.
Who put that what prophecy?
The
Who
one
are
that
you?
he told you that his son was going to work here tomorrow.
That is
It all
who
came
are
true.
you?
Everything he
You
said
did.
was factual.
You did this.
I'm being
You were the
mind
instrument of
invaded
his
right now.
will.
It
You were
leads
the
you to
instrument of
question
his will.
it leads you to question his earlier statement that his great grandfather was the first person to use your body.
What?
Honestly, I would be terrified.
Mommy? Mom?
So well, that's one day down. You have one more day and then the ship would leave if you want. Um you guys
I'm
have
going.
any plans?
So the
Um,
morning is spent
yes.
wiggling back and forth, holding my mother's necklace again. And then in the afternoon, I want to do something, but if they have other plans, we'll get back to that.
Um, I. Ugh, sorry about that. Um, I think. So this has been a new day.
Yes, it is.
Then I think we should continue to hone his skills with this teleport. Um.
Well, in order to do that, that would have to wait till the following day because
Oh.
he's
Okay.
drained.
Yeah.
There and back drained him.
Oh. Okay. So this is a new day. Um. Well, this is weird because I don't exactly. Here I am, spattered with blood, so I can't exactly go about the town. Um, we're not teleporting, so I can't make Amy again. Um, Is there anything you would like to do, Liam, that you and I could do?
Oh,
Otherwise, I'm
uh,
just gonna practice.
so depending on when you're asking this question, you're gonna get a different answer.
Yeah, how long after uh you see like a ghastly realization appear on Liam's face,
Um,
and then he's sort of in his own for a while.
just I like basically like after the people kind of enter into the place and like he's like mid fugue. I'm like I check in on Callum, see like Callum, maybe you should see if there's a spa or something, get like some nice like a massage or something, you know, some relaxation mentally wafted into you. And Liam, is there anything you want to do? Liam,
Huh?
Liam, is there anything you want to do? Otherwise, I don't know. I'm just gonna go train.
Oh, uh, well, I mean,
I mean, we
I'm
can
gonna, I'm
train
gonna, sh-
together, I guess, if you don't have plans.
I'm gonna shuffle my books out of my bag, uh, and just go, and just kind of fumble them all on the ground, and just go, fuck. uh, d- d- do you have any interest in rare materials and how to use them?
Somewhat. When it comes to rare earth, and like s- to a lesser extent, crystals and the like, I suppose. They're
Okay. I got this book from the library of the wizard, and I was considering reading it myself, but you know what? I thought it would be, you just have it, and Liam just like kind of push it into Teddy's hands.
okay.
I'm gonna need some
Do you want a power nap? I can I can make you just have a power like a quick 30, just like reset, just like light on, light off. You just like ride a dinosaur for a little bit. I
I
don't say dinosaur.
Right, a what?
Ride a giant bush baby for a little bit.
Oh, that is so adorable. But no, thank you. I feel like I'm almost through, and I like to process these things in the moment,
Okay,
wherever possible.
you look like you've had
I look like
I mean,
Richie.
And as you as you all are still, I assume, standing outside the door, you see the door open, and the emo haired boy walks out holding a dustbin full of dust and just sort of throws it into the air.
Oh, what happens to it? Is it just in the air, or did it
Like
fall somewhere?
it like scatters into the wind, like dust
I'm
would.
gonna
Oh, I thought he threw the tools as well. He just
No,
threw
the just
everything.
the dust. He's like
I'm
getting
gonna
rid of the
Okay.
dust.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
wave my hand, and a dome will appear, blocking the dust from falling onto us,
Hmm.
as I manifest telekinesis
Yeah.
and just kind of sweep it away. It's,
You know, I've never realized how quiet these domes are.
Liam, can you roll me like a non-magic mind check?
Oh, sorry, are you trying to have a good time? Oh, well, fuck you. How about that?
You are 100% aware of what that dust is.
Oh, that. Hmm. Does
Who the
he?
who the
Uh,
fuck throws a I
I mean, I don't
if
know if
you're
he
gonna sweep,
knows.
throw I don't, you are. Who the fuck throws out their dustbin just randomly into the street?
The tower is a little
Well,
bit outside of town. Like it's kind of open
Oh,
on its own. Like you guys
well,
are just
even
standing
then, it's
outside
a
of it.
fucking medieval city. Who gives a fuck? It's
Yeah,
dusk
they were
outside.
throwing shit everywhere all the time.
That's not
fair.
what I'm saying.
But
No,
anyway,
they were.
I
That was
know,
like a
but like,
big problem.
obviously, we're gonna be a little more sanitary in our magical realm.
But anyway, so Liam, that was the dead guy
What?
who that what your character just realized is that was the
Oh
corpse
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
the
Sorry,
guy
I
who
thought Teddy somehow realized it, and Liam is like, "How did you know that?"
Liam is living in the Telltale Heart. Like he believes that everyone knows that he killed that man.
I I did not murder that man.
Yeah, but your mind sure thinks you did.
Oh, well, I rolled well.
Yeah, it was for you to know if it was.
Oh, great.
Otherwise, you could have been blissfully ignorant.
Your Honor, it
What
was
a-
actually Richie that killed the man.
Again, Richie had been there the whole time. If he was literally going to die from an allergy, it should have happened earlier.
I know, but like, where is he?
All right, so
No,
if you
he's
want me
dead.
to read this book, I'll go read the book.
I'm
Alright,
going to give you on a 16. You are sure he's dead. He's really gone.
So I leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm calming down because the moment of silence in the orb of shieldness helped a bit, and going to I still have a thing I want to do in the afternoon, but I did give Teddy the book of rare materials.
Yeah, but like, did you not want Teddy to be there for it? Is it like your secret adventure?
It's a private one. But like I'm not like trying to keep him away, so if Teddy still wants to like hang out, he can
I
probably tell
invited
like,
you to do that, and then
well,
you
you
were
invited
like,
me to
"Here's a
train and I
book."
was in the middle of a
No,
panic attack.
motherfucker, I did. That is exclusively not what I did. I said, "Is there anything you want to do? Otherwise, I'm gonna go train."
Yeah, he
And then you
offered.
were like,
Well, in the moment I wasn't. But then as I calm down, I'm going to find something to do.
Can I also say that every time you say that you're going to go train, for some reason, even though I know that there are many rational ways to be training, I just pictured Teddy out in the middle of like a field doing contact juggling. He just has a
It's
fushigi.
I just imagine it's Uncle Iroh in prison, just fucking crazy training.
just fushigiing the whole day away. All right. Well, given that
okay, but
Liam's the only one who has you have a thing to do instead of just training. What is the thing that you want to do?
sorry. I
What's
will
your secret
say,
quest?
I will say, just because it became a little confusing and I probably just messed it up there, I'm going to find Teddy later and I'm going to tell him that I did have something that might need his help. So
"How
I'm going
much
to invite Teddy
later
to
do
join me.
you
Well,
find me?"
just like middle of the day, afternoon. Like I'm having a mental breakdown, and as I'm calming down, I'm gonna go do the thing.
Okay, so
You probably had an
I'll
hour.
okay, so I'll scan the book. Can I make a roll to see what I can glean from the book in the meantime?
Yeah.
Like I'm it's not I learn everything, but I want to see like chapters contents, like the what I want to learn from the book in the future kind of thing, to see if it's useful to me, kind of. Because like if it's like here's the heavy metals and like metallurgy, I'm like, well, this is cool, but it's not for me. This is for like this would have been for our tech guy, you know.
Yeah.
So this is just a mind plus I'm gonna use magic mind to enhance my mind kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have become Einstein, destroyer of minds.
I've become Chris Angel, the mind freak.
No, that was the tower. Any person that requires you to give them permission to enter
Every
is
person
sus as
should
fuck.
do that. Like that's
Well,
norm.
no, there's
How many
there's
people,
a sense of
if
courtesy,
they come up to your
and then there's
door,
a sense of I refuse to enter unless you allow me to.
yeah, but like he's not wanting to be rude.
Okay, but like rudeness only goes so far.
So you would rather him barge in to the tower without being
No,
invited?
I would. Okay, first of all, if he's working there, sure.
Well, yeah,
Like in
but
the
no one's
future,
hired him.
right? But he knocked the first time, and then
Yeah.
he's asking, "May I enter?" And it's like, but he said it in such a specific way of like, "I will not enter unless you give me like,
Yeah, he
are
was.
you inviting me?"
Yeah, dude, he's just like a little bit of autism, and you're like, I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah,
Like,
and I also have autism, which is why I'm like vampire.
all autistic people think everyone's a vampire. That's the rules.
You are not invited into my home, you suspicious little fuck.
You fucking vamp.
I am going to spend an energy to explode my mind.
All right, you died instantly. I'm sorry, but should have been more specific.
I guess I'm doing it again.
I'm very much enjoying that you had to create a random book, and now you have to actually spill the contents of said book.
Okay, so this book is incredibly incredibly dense, but in an incredibly organized way. Like the chapters are like sort of it has sort of major subsections, you know, plants, fungus, stones, metals, gems. Like it has all sorts of different rare stuff, and then like each of those have like each section has sub chapters where it's talking about like potion making, poisons, all sorts of other stuff. Um
So
rituals, wards. Um
how big a book is this that it can get into more specifics?
it's not like sort of if you picture
Is this like Encyclopedia Britannica?
like I would say like one volume of an encyclopedia.
Okay, so this is like a 500-page book.
It's a 500-page book, but it is like incredibly well searchable. Like if you're like, I need to find a poison that's I need to figure out what rare gemstone I can use as a poison specifically to kill blank. If it exists, you go gemstones, poisons, you know, and then in there, and you're at the spot you need.
God, the sheer I'm going there because it got brought up earlier, but like the sheer autism of being handed the like I'm imagining I'm having like a beautiful mind moment of like being handed this book, and I'm literally I rolled a 1 on my intellect, but my actual literal mind magic is allowing me to mind palace this book. So it's like I by no right it's like cruelty. Like an actual genius would have a harder time grasping the concepts of this book, but due to like the people who are untuned have every right to hate us. But like by every right I am a simpleton. But
Yeah.
By every color of imagination, I am a fucking moron. But I'm a moron with magic, bitch.
and yeah, you if you had like a specific, if you want one of those, like if you want to know of like where to find a type of one material that does X, I'd give that to you for free, and sort of you can hold that until you want to use it. You found one thing that will be useful to you. That is my guarantee. You can just tell me when to invoke it and be like, we have a poison that's specifically made for large rats.
Okay.
You know, like if you're if you're having to take out a lot of large rats, you got that.
Okay, one useful material fact.
Yeah. So now that Liam has synced back up with you, what is Liam wanting to do? What if let's actually get that handled.
All right. I like how the build up has become so huge that this is gonna really, really sting.
I want to go to the fruit market and buy a fresh pear. But only the freshest of pears, please.
I require additional reinforcements for the perfect pair. So I'm going.
Teddy, input into his mind the exact image of the perfect pear so that he knows what I'm looking for.
So I'm going to find basically. So you know how like sometimes in towns they will just have like a giant, like a huge stone that is just kind of put in place. It's like just part of the scenery, you know.
Yeah.
I'll just find one of those stones that's kind of about like that you can publicly access, obviously.
Yeah,
and
public
I'll just-
access big rock. You know, we all have those.
Yeah, they exist. You know, you play as them. You play as
You
them. You
play as
on
them.
You play on them as
What I've
kids.
learned is that Sweden doesn't have playgrounds; they have big rocks that are left in the middle of town.
Hey man, you don't understand the struggles of the common man. This is what a
I
monarchy
don't.
does to a motherfucker.
Only the king can have a playground.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll join him in looking for Big Rock.
Yeah.
I'm basically using it because I'm like just like I'm trying to just cross my legs, sit on it, and just kind of like get into like a zone of like mind peace. And I'm explaining to Teddy that am going to use my necklace to try and reach my mother because I feel that she is in possible danger, and I have only now realized that I have not talked to her about the things going on between Everwood and Emberhope right now. And as a mind person, he could, like, I know that we already went through the whole thing with the necklace, but as he asked, I felt that he could help me.
Okay. Sure.
And depending on that goes, I might make another call. We'll see. So I'm going to,
Let me
do the
roll my
whole.
stuff.
Let me throw my entire dice set at you right now. In your face.
I mean, kinda. That's what you're asking for. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I exploded the D20.
That is honestly like it's still a lot, but wait, no, okay, that's 6d6. It's never mind. I was gonna say that's way less than I thought, but then I realized that it's because one of them is at 6d6.
Well, the 6d6 rolled a total of 11.
Yeah, but I'm saying as in like all the roles they had to do.
I mean, there's also a 56 that just got added onto it. So I mean,
Yeah.
let's not jump to conclusions here.
Okay.
Are you basically boosting my phone right now?
Yeah. So
Like you're in your mom's brain right now.
so Liam, how much energy are you willing to spend on this?
I'm willing to
As much
spend
as is needed to
1
connect to her?
point.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Liam though. He's the one
Oh.
making the phone call.
Oh, good. Then
as
I don't
ma-
want to
much
spend
as it-
energy.
As much as it takes to reach her, I guess.
What number is that?
Well, I don't know, 1 then? I'm not gonna say 7.
He hates his mom, guys. We got him.
That is not how it works. If I can reach her, then...
All right, roll
Also, I
it.
have the booster phone.
Roll a d6.
Okay, D6. It could have been a D20 if you had added 7 energy, bitch.
No, that would have been a d100, man. Come on, do math right. Yeah. You send a message. I would say it can be probably at this distance no longer than 30 words.
Oh my god, I get to do the gesture thing. Oh boy. So I'm sending a message. Am I going to receive something?
Yes, you will
No.
receive a similar length message.
Is it endless back and forth?
No.
Oh.
Why would I have only given you 30 words?
No,
It would be
I know.
endless.
I'm asking clarification questions.
It's like you have the world's worst phone, which can only send 30. It can send an infinite amount of 30-word messages.
Dude, you have no idea what old phones were like, man. Those fucking accounts back
You're
in the
fucking
Ericsson, the
tweeting
Nokia
every
days.
entry.
Okay, I'm going to type it out so that I keep track of it, and then I'm going to say it. I'll
You
type it
could
in the
also
public
spend
chat.
more energy to try to explode the die.
I don't think that matters.
It
I don't need
everything you don't know, it doesn't matter. I think he wants to be Jester.
I'm not good enough to improv on the spot and be a little fucking jester god.
Spend 2 energy, explode the die.
It's also not the right character for this. Stop.
Spend 2
If he,
energy.
if he was
die.
gonna spend 2 energy at the beginning, he would have rolled a bigger die. The reason he said 30 is I'm accounting for the 100 that comes from you almost.
That's fair.
Otherwise, it would have been like, hey, you can send 1 sentence that isn't a run on. You got 8 words.
Let's say 1, 2, 3.
Hey, mom, war's coming. Better run or die.
Okay.
I like also that
Okay.
this has how I wonder how hard this is hitting her. You gotta
I think this
wonder-
is pretty, like, because of, like, if he was using this on it, like, you have made this relic able to do this on its own as long as he puts in enough energy for it, right? So
Yeah.
you being here is much easier and much clearer, right? Like, this is probably like having a kind of quiet conversation. Like, they are far away, but, like, if he was here alone, it would probably be like there's some amount of static, you know. If you say too many words that sound like other words, it might get misconstrued.
Yeah. We've made quite the valuable little doohickey.
I think this is exactly 30 words. So I'm going to say it out loud, and I'm gonna. Well, I could post it, but I could just say it out loud.
Yeah, say it out loud.
Hi, Liam here. News of Everwood. Forest expanding. Council of Everwood pushing for war and expansion on Emberhope. Please, if possible, leave Emberhope. Warn who you can. Please be safe.
Were you counting Everwood as 2 words or just one?
One. I count Everwood and Emberhope as one word.
Okay, then yeah, you are
Because
correct.
the map said so.
Yeah, they are one word. I just like when I was trying to keep up with you, I didn't count exactly 30, but you were under in my count, so I'm gonna say it's fine.
Okay.
Shortly after you hear back, thank you for your message. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for your message. You
Let's just assume that the mental link
I
gives you a rough idea of its bandwidth.
yeah. While concerned about those current events, I fear I will not be leaving. This is my home now. I will stay.
Fucking.
Don't swear at your mom.
I mean, I'm assuming the call is ended.
You would have to start
No,
another
no,
one.
no, no. You know what? Sorry. That's fine. I'm resetting that. You're right. Can we make another call?
Yeah, maybe, probably.
I'm going to try again
Okay.
to the same person. So I'm actually trying to make the same call.
I like how
Makes it
I like
harder.
how you were one off of your original role for vastly different reasons.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's not a 56, so
Yeah.
I recommend you spending more than a single energy this time. You
Yeah, how
fucking
many-
If it fails, it fails.
How many energy are you willing to put in?
This time I will put in 2 because this feels
All
more
right.
urgent.
Bad answer because I'm sorry, but reusing the relic in such short time does take more. You still only get a d6 on 2.
But he rolled higher.
What do you mean he rolled higher?
One of those d6s was him rolling a 5 because he rolled after my initial roll.
Oh. Okay. But this time you probably only have 20 words or less.
Okay.
You dumb
Why
fuck.
stay?
Why not run?
Why stay? Family is people, not places. I need you. And others as well. How many was that, do you think?
Why stay? People not places. You might have 4 words, maybe 5.
Please, I love you, Mom, is a good way to end it. if you want to apply to emotion, says the voice outside the campaign. Or you could be like, don't do this to me.
I need you. Mom.
Theater snaps.
The phone breaks.
Fuck, I'm trying to keep that from happening. Roll the longest distance social check of your life.
You know what? Roll a social check.
Yes. Can I give him a buff?
What by what?
Empathic.
Sure. You
I'm
can
going
add
to
his
assume
empathic
questioning
D6 or
works
whatever it
into
is.
this.
Yeah, you add a d6.
I'm also going to add social cues.
Yeah.
So social cues and questioning, that counts in this, right? Because like,
Yeah, you are questioning, so sure.
Yeah,
and I am
so
like appealing to her emotions by using, the cues in the
Yeah.
conversation.
and add an extra d6.
Okay, plus D6. This is very important.
Hey, my d6 exploded. Mine was the one that exploded. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to add a D10 desperation die.
The real shit. This is fighting a dragon right
Can I
here.
re-roll that with an energy?
You absolutely can, but I
Sure,
recommend
man.
re-rolling your
I don't know why you wouldn't re-roll your D10, but
yeah, re-roll your d10. That was the 3.
that one explodes better. We're really gonna metagame.
Sure, I can do that. Oh my fucking
The
god.
universe.
Another one. Another energy.
And
Yeah.
another one. And then I'm gonna go to wounds. And I'm gonna take a minor wound. And
Yes!
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
this is the
So,
shit I live for.
Bad
What
7,
the fuck? Whatever.
4.
How
and
much
then
is that in total?
24, 28. 30, 33.
Okay. Me like. Now stay.
Fuck you, die in a ditch.
Mom. I found a new dad. His name is Evo Kid.
I have a new kid who's way better than you in every way.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I'll move to 7 ends.
He can land a kickflip.
Holy shit.
She says, family is people, true. But to leave is to give up on the people here. I will be as safe as I can. But I cannot convince everyone to leave, and thus I won't either.
So you will see. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have to roll for this, but I want to invoke the power of lightning above my head to kind of start forming clouds above the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want know if I have the capability of making it kind of just become bad weather in the general area or just above me. Like weather will affect itself in a way where if I started a spot, then most likely the rest of it would follow.
roll an energy check.
Okay.
Middle of town.
I mean, I'm not gonna like strike anything, you know. That's a D6. Okay.
Holy shit. You literally are one off of Max rolling that.
Do you want to
Well,
explode?
good thing I have an
Excuse
insight
me.
token.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh, Jesus. There
I
you
am
go.
so pissed off right now.
Okay, let's. Oh boy. Oh. You don't roll the d6 that time though. But yeah.
Well, the D6
The
got
D6 also exploded.
Oh right, it did.
both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's now a D20 on the right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave
Plus,
the left one.
you leave the left one. So 18 plus 16, 34.
Hmm.
Any other stuff you want to do to it, or is that it?
I'm I know I said I wouldn't summon lightning, but I'm going to I wish I had a better visual of like the surrounding areas I'm currently in. Before I said anything.
Okay, so you're sitting on a big rock, you know, like those kind that you have in all of the towns.
Right.
Crisscross applesauce, and across from you is Teddy. Sort of, I assume there's like a road around you where people are sort of going about their day.
Okay.
You know, maybe 50 meters away is like a small market, you know, some houses surround you. Sort of a school somewhere nearby where children are probably just now being let out as it's sort of about to be, you know, you're getting closer to the evening time here almost.
Yeah.
Um,
Do they have any clothes for rain?
well, there was no rain in the forecast today. It was this was a rather clear day.
Yeah. Well, right now in the clouds there will be a lot of thunder followed by a heavy rain.
Yeah. You bring rain to Selene, and the interesting thing about a use of energy magic like this is it wasn't obvious. It wasn't like you putting a hand to the sky and shooting lightning until clouds appeared. You were just like feeling this rage that you channeled upwards.
Hmm.
It's almost invisible the way that you're influencing it.
Almost.
If somebody looks right at you, they can see almost heat. You know how like in a heat wave you see the wiggliness? They can almost see that if they're looking right at you, but no one was because everyone's just going about their day.
Okay.
I'm going to. So
Did Teddy
I
hear all
noticed.
this by being connected?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm literally like
I'm just
I've
double
been.
checking.
I didn't say it explicitly because it's kind of been established, but like what this is I mental link with you, and then we both fire a link out to your
Okay.
mom.
Well, you're going to mentally feel that Liam needs to.
Oh,
Because this is our
I'm
final
gonna
day,
throw
go
up an
back to the inn.
illusion around you. If possible, I want us to become fucking invisible. Because I'm terrified right now.
It's that fucking I like obviously you mentioned that there was no physical evidence of what I was doing, but I did in my head imagine the scene from Chronicle where he crushes the car in the background. You know, just that visual of the guy just sitting there, just like you can like if you pay attention, you can see the rage on that person.
On the bright side, prison bars would be one of the easiest things for me to teleport through.
Yeah, if you get arrested, you know, you just have Callum take you all up to you YOLO it up to Edder's Peak.
Right.
Yeah, you go. Anyone who, like, to each other, you are still both visible, but you can tell that just like what you did is you sort of bent the light on the outsides of things such that it just sort of, you know, passes through. So anyone looking in is just seeing the lack of you there.
Yeah.
I say mentally. I'm whispering mentally. I'm so scared.
What'd you say?
What are you doing? I whisper mentally,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking. So it's going to drop all the power he's like exuding to cause the rain to happen. Like the rain is now happening and it's very heavy, but like he's going to start trying to control it. So whether it disperses later or not is, you know, whatever. Uh, and as he like gets off the rock to kind of just move back to their inn, he tries to walk past Teddy and he kind of just like his knees just kind of give in and he just kind of gets like falls on his knees and he can't really like move. And
Uh,
he's just kind
I'm
of head down, like almost kissing the wet ground now.
Gar- gar- I'm gonna lift him up onto my back and carry us to the inn.
I should assume in
You're
the end, Callum has been resting this whole time.
Callum
Oh.
looks out. I didn't expect rain today. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The door opens, the door closes, then we reappear as I frump him onto the bed.
All the flowers on my shoulders and back have all taken on a very like they haven't withered. They've all just become various uh various degrees of gray right now.
You have to be. Liam,
I'm okay right now.
you
I'm
have to
just
be.
tired.
You have to be careful. If someone had noticed, it. If someone had noticed, it would have been lucky if you got detained. And I don't want to make this a thing because every family is different, but you need to be aware that you have a very visible scale pattern of manifestation in your family when it comes to energy magic. If you keep using it like this, it might start to manifest in a place when you don't expect it. I mean, your uncle is a full draconid, and your mother, while she's very, I find her very beautiful, frankly, is still it's very hard to conceal certain effects, I say, as I drop my own glamour and, like, I look like I'm made out of marble, of tuning on your own flesh if you don't have the ability to alter what you look like. So you need to be very careful.
I'm sorry.
I'm not upset at you. I'm just worried for you because you're my friend. You care very deeply and think and feel very strongly for people. That's admirable. I I that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just you need to guard your emotions more closely when you're in public. And I know that's easy for me to say because it is something as a mind mage you are trained to do. Because I lived my life from a very young age literally feeling other people's pain. But empathy hurts you if you let it. It's important to feel for other people without hurting yourself. And and that's less to do with your mother, of course, but I see this pattern with you of you throwing yourself full on at the world's burdens and problems as if as if as if you could reach into the fire and lift every single person out of the flames, and you're just burning yourself.
My my dad is a traitor. My nation is going to war. My mother is refusing to leave because of this stupid inheritance.
Your
This
father
obligation. God
is
damn it.
your mother and father are adults, and it's frustrating, and you don't have to forgive them, but it's their choices. And we your father, we will deal with him when we find him, and not like not we will talk to him when we find him again. And your mother, she's a smart, powerful woman surrounded by a city of powerful people who are used to the situation that they're in, with an entire desert that they built this city in the desert. There's no reason that they can't find cover for themselves again, or there's no reason that they can't flee from there should things become untenable there. And we're not abandoning your mother either. We're not abandoning people. We've done great things to aid your mother in telling her this. We've done great things for those people already. We're just going to help a different group of people right now. And when we're done, we can return to Emberhope if you want. I would have no problem with it. We have, it's, or we could track down your father and see what's going on with him. We've been dealt a rough hand, you especially. But you need to look at, what you can control and how you can affect it. You could control getting the information to your mother. It's her choice what to do with that information. She's going to tell people who she thinks can benefit from that information to make the right and proper choices. And that will probably assist in a multitude of ways. And I'm saying all this and you're probably still going to be upset, and that's still fine.
I would like
But you're mo-
I would like a check of non-magic mind from Liam.
Should I spend an energy to help him re-roll it?
No.
I'm going to enter your mind map list real quick.
I see you fumbling
Can I-
that mental check. I'm just gonna wiggle my hands in there until you.
Can I re-roll an energy?
Yeah, you can spend an energy to reroll. He can't give you an energy to reroll.
Like, I don't know if thematically I feel like it makes sense, but
Thematically, the answer is where the answer ends up. If you push through, you push through.
should also
Otherwise,
say, is there a chance of adding a d6 from navigation because it's a mind navigation?
no. Actually, if you're gonna add anything, add your energy magic to this.
Which would be a d20 right now.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's my last energy. I'm burning it. Fuck
The,
it. We're re-rolling it
if
first.
you're gonna use the energy, you can re-roll both. If you want to, you could re-roll the d12 and the d20 because those are it's one
Okay.
roll. There we
See.
go. That's
Oh, holy
better,
shit.
and it's
Well, it already exploded into nothingness, so that's cool.
go to a d roll. We roll a d100.
Oh,
Right,
right.
let's see it. Let's see it.
This message is coming for whatever it is.
It drained you because like you hear what Teddy is saying, and a lot of it is right. But you've thought about some like this. You're reflecting on the situation at hand, and something sparks in you that like yeah. You're afraid of this war because you've heard only of the failure of the past in terms of fights between Emberhope and the Everwood, right?
Yeah.
But you're a man with energy powers, and you summoned a full storm accidentally. There is rationality to the fear of energy in the fact that it can, like, they are not. There's no guarantees of what happens if war strikes between those nations. And your mom isn't like in the frontline military, right? She's living in the capital, which will be the place that they will fight tooth and nail for the most.
Which will be surrounded slowly by wood.
if they let it.
Sure, if they are able to like keep it like suppressed and whatever, like I'm not gonna think too much on that right now, but
You know that even if it is surrounded by the woods, the war that happened in the past, there weren't as many energy people living in Emberhope.
which they lost.
Yeah. The Everwood's cocky
Like
because
as
they've
far as
always been
I
on top.
understand, Emberhope is a consequence of them being banished to the desert.
Yeah.
But what you're hearing now and what your character is realizing now is Ember Hope is different now because it's bigger, stronger, and more powerful than it ever was before.
Yeah.
When you were there, were you like, oh, this is hell on earth and everyone here is suffering?
No, I was like, damn, Aladdin got good.
They have a whimsical town with 7 inns that are all themed, you know? Like, you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
No one knows about it, but it is there.
But it's fine.
You can still be mad about it, but you do
No,
realize.
I'm getting back into the
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for the information. I'm glad I burned all my energy on that. I just don't want to lose her, man. She's all I have.
I know. And I think at some level a lot of us are just kind of I don't know what I would do if frankly I'm jealous, to be honest. Um because at least you know that she's set and settled in the city, and you got to see her again, uh and you've met extended family. I just have a vague idea of where my family is headed, and the fact that there's some trouble in brewing in that direction.
Uh, those words will make Liam sort of snap out of it a bit and just kind of go, "Oh, yeah, that's true." I'm sorry that so much of me and my life has been forcibly semi front and center.
No, it's important that we deal with the problems as they come, right? I knew that you guys would. I know, and I kind of tuck my arms in close to my chest as I kind of look off out the window towards the sea. I know that you guys care about me and my parents too, which is why I care to help you and your parents. That's why it was important to me to listen to you and your concerns, and that's why I put so much effort into making that necklace for you, because I knew it was important to you.
Going to squeeze it.
We're friends, Callum. You, me, Liam, and wherever. Oh, and I also say Maiko. I just the person
In a
me.
coma.
Yeah, and 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 wherever and even Llewellyn, wherever they've wandered off to.
And soon enough, Ember Hope will just be a short jump away.
I'm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And Liam is just going to sort of lay down with his like back turned to those two, and basically he's going to squeeze a book in his arms while he's falling asleep, and it's uh well, you can roll if you want to figure out what he's holding.
No, I'll leave you be, but I'll.
It's a grenade. He's pulled the pin.
No, not another jar. Who gave it
Another
to him?
jar, baby! Get the fuck out!
All right. I'll check in on Liam to make sure he's getting some sleep, and then I'll go to lay down. And I think we're all pretty much good.
Yeah, I think that is where we will wrap it up, and next time we will decide how you plan to make it. You will, if you'll take the risk of the teleport, or if you'll get on the boat.
I'm gonna be honest, I gotta prefer the boat right now. Those teleports are fucking lethal.
Nah, man, you were fine.
For
I'm
now.
into it.
Thank you all for watching. I'll see you
Only
next
one
time.
who was fine.